Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia.
Negus.
And would you say the word loudly for the judges?
Negus. 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 Negus.
Bishop HUSL Hotep, what's going on, brother?
Well, ain't nothing changed but the oppressors. Go ahead.
Not many brothers, people, period. Less than 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, and out of that less than 1%, is less than 1% of black. You know what I'm saying? So, holla at me. Yeah, like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
Seatbelt, because Deacon clearly ain't got no filter, and and the bishop he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. This is a great one right here, and you're gonna feel this too. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
And we want to encourage you, if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself.
What supporting is like, sharing, and reviewing, but supporting is also sending that money in.
Pimping, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth.
Yo, bro, you was reading books for pizza, son. You on a different level of poor, yeah. Yeah, you was really poor. I be thinking you front sometimes. Like, nah, you was. Yo, you read the book. If you reading the book for a personal pan pizza,
yes. But nah, I do. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all free game away on here.
Yeah, well, for me, it's like I be saying people going hard on the internet, and I'm unplugged from social media for them. Besides the little 30 minutes a day that I give myself, but it's like, yo, bro, y'all ain't never did nothing, yo. Y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA.
Look, y'all. Welcome to the church. The good deacon and the bishop, we doing it ourselves, and we want to encourage you. Look here, think again. Start asking the right questions to grow and help other people grow.
Big looking like 2 chains. So let's get to the
Put it up, brother. I don't even think I need to say much. Just put it up. Y'all see that headline? Our Jesse of the week is Trick Daddy, who defends eating booties. The Jesse of the week, and he probably ain't got no vaccine. And that's who you got rolling your blunt and passing it to you.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love.
It's about love. It's about love at the
I like
Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. I see you let them. Seen red flags when you met them. Knew you should.
What's up, man? You got to take that off, man. Come on, man. Gladys, come on, man.
Hey, welcome back, good people.
Let me take off my glasses because I see my reflection. I don't like that. What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of P.I.M.P.I.N.G. Negus. That's Negus. Please don't confuse it with the Nigger or the Nigga. I'm rusty because we ain't do this in what we supposed to be doing. You might get yourself hurt. I'm not gonna hurt you, but the bishop might hurt you. But what's going on, Bishop? What's going on, man?
Man, God is great. Let's start with that. We got a great show for y'all, man. I'm happy it's good to see you, brother. We've been talking for like the past 30 minutes, so we just riding a natural high of just love and joy, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so let's get to the Jesse of the week. The Jesse of the week is us. I'm taking it for the team, but it's really you.
It's me. It's me. I apologize, people, but Negroes gonna nig if you let them. I just had a lot going on in the personal life. You know, DeTravius and I wear many hats: fathers, husbands, brothers, uncles, all of that stuff. Yeah. So it was on me, but we here now. We back. It was on me today too. We were supposed to run at 2, our normal time, but hopefully more of y'all tuned in at 5. We got a great show. What's good, brother?
What's good? Oh, let's just make sure we plug the merch. Please go get y'all Positively Influencing My People and Negotiating Growth. We got the website coming soon. This is my fault. The website should have been up, but I had to make sure I hired the right person. And we're gonna get into that too. Because we're gonna get into some negotiation salaries and all that type of stuff. So yeah, let's get into it, man. But glad to see you. How you doing in COVID before we go hard real quick?
Life is good. I got some themes. Let's go hard. They done missed us. And you mentioned negotiating salaries. It just so happened there's a Facebook thread out there. So we said our Jesse of the week was gonna be us, because we ain't been here on time, and like this our first time in the new year, but we still been grinding behind the scenes. And then this recruiter, let me share the screen so y'all can see. There was a team out there, and we touched on this last week. I told y'all I just changed jobs and was negotiating 4 different offers, and I had a manager who was just slick with it. Like she man, shout out to her. I don't want to say too much, but I love her like a second mom who put me on game. We call that in the Midwest somebody pulling your coattail. So we're going to pull y'all coattail out there for free on this podcast. But then, you know, yesterday's price is not today's price. That's what me and
DeTravius price is not today's
price. No,
so,
hit that cash out while we're thinking about it. So hopefully y'all looking at this. There's a recruiter.
Well, you got your notifications on. Just popped up.
Yeah, that's fine. Some people gonna see that. That's cool. We real live, y'all. We tried to script this thing at one point, but that wasn't that didn't go so great. So me and the good Deacon just gonna be ourselves. But she say I offered a candidate $85K for a job that had a budget of $130K. I offered her that because that's what she asked for, and I personally don't have the bandwidth to give lessons on salary negotiation. Here's the lesson. Always ask for the salary you want, deserve, no matter how large you think it might be. You never know how much money a company has to work with. # be confident. And the good Deacon, you caught up on it, so I'm going to let you go first. What's your thoughts on this? Because we both agreed this is Jesse of the week.
Yeah. So the good... So the good, shout out to the good Pastor Moody. We got him on here. But I was gonna go with the what's the name? Go with the put up the Facebook thread, because I think that.
Oh, that's personal. That's privacy, brother. We can't mark them off. I ain't finna put nobody out there like that. I got y'all. Y'all see how you want me to blow you up? We got 7 people. I done invited them to the show. You want me to tick them off at the very beginning? See, that's that hot sauce.
I thought that was the plan. We was gonna talk about it. So
no,
anyway,
you can summarize some of the comments.
So basically,
if y'all with us scrolling, the people who are involved, hopefully.
We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that. I mean,
I
think this is what I did. We let them be who they gonna be.
Yeah.
They probably gonna. You know, I don't really care about.
Come on, Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G. Get to it. What you think?
So, I think the recruiter, well, I don't even think she's a recruiter. I think she works for the company. I think she did exactly what she's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if she was working for you, for your company, you would be applauding that. Like, you're not just gonna give somebody extra money just because they deserve it, or you have more money in the budget. We talked about this when we was hiring the editor and all that. You got to go through the process. We ain't just giving you the money just because we got more money to give you. Don't mean we necessarily gonna give it to you. We trying to get you on the cheap as we should. That's what capitalism is about, brother.
Spoken like a true capitalist and Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G. Go ahead, brother. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, my perspective, I said, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna say this on live, but I think we got to, especially like you said, since we not scrolling through the comments. First, I thought this was a trash human being. Even if that's your job,
you think Mercedes Johnson good?
Look,
trash.
Yes, I thought she was a trash
So
human being.
so if she was working for us, you would be like, yo, I'm
No,
glad
if she
you
was
were-
working, that's why I'm getting to
Yeah,
the
okay,
qualifier.
okay.
My perspective is based on one key qualifier, and it's probably inappropriate, but it's real. I told the good Deacon, in trying to think again, I would look at this different if she put, I just offered.
No, hold on.
Don't say it. There got to be a qualifier on the candidate. That's all I'll say there. But if this is me and this is our people, and I'm going through some type of negotiation or whatever, I'm looking at you like you part of the problem, sis. Yeah, it's capitalism, but it ain't your money. Not necessarily. If you get a bonus for giving out the least amount of money, which I wouldn't be surprised if corporate America incentivized them to do that like that. If you talking to somebody that could possibly be of your group or your community, this ain't what you do right here. And then the other side of the perspective and why this is relevant, because last week I was telling you I had some learnings.
The week before last.
Yeah, the week before last. I had some learnings after going through this experience. So this was like my third kind of professional job that I moved to. I've since left my former employer and went somewhere else. But a lot of the people that we know, underserved communities, minorities, we're taught that you just should be happy to get a job when you coming out of college. So you don't necessarily, I don't know too many people that negotiated their first job out of college hard like a G. I don't know nobody in my personal circle that I rock with like that. But as you was pointing out, that community at Howard Law, some of them people had that privilege. They from generations, but when you're the first in your family, you don't know nothing about that unless you know Google. And Google is what taught me. So I put together this script because I got everything I wanted, more than I wanted. And oh, by the way, my new philosophy, and I think we've been taught that we need to work twice as hard and be twice as good, which is true. I agree with. But when you get to a certain point, we shouldn't be workhorses no more. Our job or our goal, at least my goal, has changed to I'm in the business of doing less and earning more now. I ain't trying to prove nothing to you. I know what I could do. I know the value that I bring. And that's just a sidebar. Do less, earn more. But I put together a script. The update is, because you remember I was talking last week, I was like, I know this valuable. The person who helped me, they like Lynx and Jack and Jill, they surrounded by people who have been successful in their careers. If you're not surrounded by that, you don't know nothing about no negotiation. And stuff was just coming to her easy. And I'm just typing like, ooh, that's the game. Dang.
Look at
Jesse calling me. No, I'm in the middle of a show. Look, where Kimberly at? Kimberly know how to stay out the way. I'm gonna need you to coach mine. Like, anyway.
Don't get in trouble.
I ain't. That's why we back focused. Anyway, I got a script. I tested it. I went and talked to a recruiter. Like, yo, man, how the game go? Is this what would you say if this how they came at you? What would you tell them is the parameters and all of this stuff? He gave me the game. Like, he had been doing it for 20 years. He said he want to stay anonymous, but he works for a major corporation that do a lot of recruiting. And he gave me the game of how to get what you want. And it was some kid came to me. He was one of my mentees, like, yo, I got a job offer. And I was like, I'm gonna test this. And that's what I was saying on the show last week. I was like, I should post it on the site and charge $100 because it's gonna help you get more than you thought you was gonna get. Long story short, this Jesse got 50K more. I'm like, oh, yesterday's price was not today's price. I'm charging $1,000. Come to me, come see me. I stand behind it. Hey, you do this script, you learn confidently, you get it in your own words, you gonna get something, and that little $1,000 that you paid me ain't gonna look like nothing. So yesterday's price is not today's price. But she's trash. I think we gotta give back, man. And you were saying something about fake outrage. We didn't go through the
Oh, so tell them where they can reach you at for the well, if they hear, they know, but tell the people that probably listen to it where they can reach you at for that script. You got it for sale yet or nah? It's gonna be for sale.
You come to me, I sell it. I gotta find some way where you can't where you can't copy it and paste it and resell it? Because you know Jesse's Negroes gonna nig if you let them. I send a screenshot or something. You know, somebody they entrepreneurial. Well, I'll just type it out then. So I gotta figure out.
Nah, so I was gonna tell you this is what I tell all my clients. You can't worry about people stealing it. Because if what you have is valuable and dope, people are gonna steal it. So if nobody's stealing your stuff, then it ain't hot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So what you gotta do is you gotta be more creative with the marketing of it, and you got some auxiliary services that you can add to it. Whether they want to go to do the practice with you, that might be a fee for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we could.
Well, you know, you gave me the game. I was thinking about giving it away free by putting it as an annex.
Yeah, I told you nah.
You was like, nah, people don't respect. You was like, people don't respect free stuff, and I appreciate that, Pearl, brother.
Yeah. I'm the Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G, man. I'm the Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G.
Yeah. Oh, y'all. Oh, hold on. Yeah, use a Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G. Let me. Oh, yeah, brother. You're definitely a Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G.
Oh, the fake outrage. What I was saying. So on that thread, people was like outraged about that lady. Like, yo, you don't care about what that young woman got offered and what she got. Like, come on, man, stop it. Like, and plus, like, also, in a thread, which I didn't catch while I was reading the Facebook thread, I didn't catch what she put. She was like, she told you the message, right? Just because she didn't do it that time, she told you like the message is to ask for you what you think you worth or what you want. Like you get what you negotiate. You don't get what you're worth. Everybody know that.
And that's why I said that's what made me think again and want to put the qualifier on there. Like,
don't do that.
You might not be trash if you was offering this to an oppressor. If you get an oppressor like this that should know better, then okay, I ain't got no grace and mercy. But if you did this to somebody that you know probably don't know no better, which clearly they didn't because they asked for something well below what it was, it's like, come on, man, you should have pulled their coattail if that was part of your thing. But as you said, Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G, and guess what? Speaking of Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G, this Jesse got cats. He was like, get down, Cheshire. I was like, yo, this dude.
Yeah, you gotta take that off, yeah.
Hey man, I got time today, cuz. How you got cats? Real G's don't have no cats. Yo, y'all should have seen this dude. Cat just walk past the camera, turn around, put his tail in the Deacon face. The Deacon pulls him to his face and kiss him. I'm like, yo, use a Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G for real. What? I got time today, cuz.
Yeah. This joke is put a lot of sauce on that. Yo, we had a cat, man. At one time we had a rodent problem. We had a hole in the door in the basement. And, we didn't get the person didn't come patch the joint up fast enough. So basically, you got a hole in the basement. They coming.
Yeah, they coming in. Yeah,
we had 2 cats, but we always had cats. So even when I was growing up, I had cats in the hood, bro.
Raise your hand if you had cats in the hood. We got pit bulls, real dogs. You need some. Ain't no cat gonna scare no burglar away. See, y'all, he didn't expose himself as a Negro.
Nah, we had cats and dogs. We had both cats and dogs. But
no, you didn't say that at first, bro. You was puffing your chest out like I got cats. It's cats in the hood. No,
ain't no cats in the hood.
Look, think again, Jesse, and with that, we could transition
to the Joe Rogan. All right,
yes,
so
sir.
Joe Rogan, y'all want to cancel Joe Rogan again for quote unquote putting out bad advice on the COVID vaccine and all that type of stuff. So one of the singers took his music down. I don't even know who he is. I never even heard of him until this. And I told Corey actually that I was gonna listen to some of his stuff this weekend because he's a country singer, I believe. I never even heard of the dude, but apparently he's a big deal. And I'm just like, man, like, so this is the think again part. So we think Joe Rogan is that powerful to be influencing people to take the wrong medication, not take medication, whatever you think his influence is. We got to start thinking about these rap lyrics, man. I know I'm sounding like C. Lewis Tucker and the Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G, but maybe she was on to something. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, isn't it? When I think about Cedar Lewis Tucker down, like that's she was old enough to be our grandma, not great grandmother. Yo, this dude Tupac cursed her out. Cedar Lewis, you a mother? Try like, yo, that's great. What type of disrespect is that? You was rocking to it. And the reason I'm saying thing again, like, because I've already been rethinking about this blame rap thing, and it's like, there's no way that we're listening to all this stuff that's self-destructive, womanizing, murderous, whatever, and it's not having an effect on us. I just don't believe it no more, man. I never really was on the opposite side of saying it doesn't have any effect, but I'm starting thinking having way more effect than I'm giving it credit for, man.
Blame rap. I'm with you on that. Think again. You got to watch what you put in your brain, man. What you meditating on. We done talked about this before. I had cousins. Man, I went back to Milwaukee and was in the back seat with them. They was listening to some little Boosie, and I'm like, man, I'm uncomfortable. My life is good. We about to go do a drive by and something. I ain't even want to enter in my space. Like, yo, this what I just sit around and listen to, huh?
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, I can't do that. Think again, y'all.
But speaking of the trash music, let's talk about Benny the Butcher, though.
Oh, Benny the Butcher. Yes, we do like some trash music.
We do like it. So I ain't saying not to listen to it at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if y'all really think Joe Rogan is that powerful, how powerful is Lil Wayne, bro? Lil Wayne been around for almost 30 years. How powerful is Jay-Z? Well, at least Jay-Z switched over to something different. Well, you know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne, as far as I know, been rapping about the same thing for years. He ain't changed or nothing.
He still got his styrofoam cup.
So think about it. Like what? Anyway, so that's what we gonna get into Benny the Butcher though. That's your music of the week. But you got a whole list. We're gonna get on you because you old school for real, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I said I was gonna play it. I had to turn it off because I'm getting phone calls during the show. But yeah, I'm late, man. I've been in the.
Oh yeah, don't play the music because you know they take us down. You play the music.
Yeah, we only gonna play a little, just a little bit. You always tell me that then we can't get put up like a hard-headed Jesse.
Oh, that's Sonic Soul. I think we're gonna play some Benny the Butcher.
Oh no, I ain't playing no Benny. I wasn't rocking with Benny the Butcher like that. I just told you I heard that line and I was like, ooh, yeah, that's for real. Like, hey, I'm really in the game. Like, and a lot of people, this is what you say in the intro with, man, y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA. Y'all really is like Skip Bayless out here for real, but y'all always got something to say about what somebody else doing. Like I've been busy doing. And so Bruno, I'm late. Bruno Mars, that hit Silk Sonic. Hey man, that whole album go. We was talking about cultural appropriation and the cancel culture as well. And then Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels. I put this, I know I'm late, but I'm like, yo.
So I just saw that. So you put me on to that when I saw it in my feed.
Wait, say that again.
You put me on to that Jasmine. I haven't listened to it yet though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I saw that in my feed. I haven't listened to it.
Bruh, yeah. It's a whole production. It's a whole story. It reminds me of like how the first Chronic was a whole. He thought of his intros, his little themes in between each song transition. She got a nice, very solid album, and it's just about a woman being promiscuous.
So she did HEAUX. She that
right. Yeah, no, it's a dope album.
She a Hotep hoe, huh?
Yeah. I'm really Johnny Mitchell. Okay, there we go. There your boy Corey. Corey, it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and get this.
Joni Mitchell. Yeah, Joni Mitchell never lie. I never really I only know her name from Q-Tip.
Yeah, can't give up that reach and income. Yeah, he probably been pulling money for a minute. But them my new songs or that and Corday from A Bird's Eye View. That young man is talented. So that's my new music, brother. We kind of skip
We skipped
What's
over.
yours? Yeah, I think we was going on Benny the Butcher. Benny.
Yeah, so my new music, you know what? I haven't been listening to a lot of new stuff, honestly. Like I've been revisiting old stuff. So I've been revisiting some old actually my new music, my new, it's not necessarily new for me, but I think people should check his catalog out more than they do is Jim Jones. People be sleeping on Jim Jones, man.
Oh, Ballin', Mr. Ballin'.
Yeah, Jim Jones got a nice little catalog, man.
Oh, you would say that.
Yo, what that mean, yo?
All righty, stocks and crypto. The market crashed, crypto crashed. People was panicking. Haters who typically stay on the sideline and act like Skip Bayless and don't put no money in and don't make no money anyway was commentating and pointing fingers. And now it looks like the market is coming back. And when this, I didn't even want this segment, but this Jesse, son of Jesse, was like, stocks and crypto. I'm like, I see what you're trying to do, Jesse. You just trying to get some free information off of me. You want my picks. Nigga. Right. Go do your own research. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm telling you.
So all I would do is like, let's get the disclaimer. We're not professionals. We're not stockbrokers. We're not what they call it?
Financial advisors.
Financial advisors. This is our opinion. I would say like y'all start looking at the charts, start looking at doing your history on these stocks and the market overall. And as before, I said I was told you before we went on air. I said I personally even gotta like start learning about options because there's money to be made, and no matter how the market is trading, up, down, sideways, there's money to be made. You just gotta figure out what's your lane, do the homework, and get to it. So I'm just gonna give one stock that I think is actually on your list, but I agree with it. That people should be looking at is Roblox. Your Roblox is serious, kid. I don't even have none, but I'm
all right, Joel.
Nah, I didn't. I just thought about it when you put it because my daughter's playing it crazy. Like, yo, they be addicted to this, man, and it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Once you let stuff like that out the bag, only thing that can replace it is something that's going to be better, or that I ain't necessarily got to say it has to be better, but people got to buy into it. But they all in on this Roblox. Like the YouTube channels, people making money off YouTube playing Roblox. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Hey man, Trey's 10th birthday was Thursday, and he told me he wanted to be a YouTuber, so I finally got him a desk and a little monitor and a camera and a microphone. So I'm hoping that he gonna, cause I'm like, man, yo, why you rather watch YouTube and watch somebody else play than you play? But that's this generation right now.
Yeah.
Roblox is big.
Yeah, we would have did the same thing. Everybody think we would have been different than what these kids doing. We would have been doing the same thing, yo.
I guess. But to the stock market, since you want it, and now that you done put the disclaimer out there, he tried to slickly get it by saying, let's talk about it, y'all. I had to jab him a couple times. But look, it's common sense. Uber, Netflix, these is mine. Uber, Netflix, Nike, Delta, Roof Chris, Roblox, Nvidia, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon, Square, Apple, and Disney. All of those I'm invested in because I use them in my daily life.
I always tell people to start with what you use anyway. That's a great advice. Like start investing in the stuff that you already be buying stuff from. So Apple, Square. What you use Square for?
Hey man, I'm an entrepreneur. When we go out and do these book shows, we got one of the little Square cards too. Although it's interesting, they're a great company with a great culture, but Apple is now turning the iPhone. You know, you may not even need a Square if you could just touch phones and their payment is received. So once we do come out of this pandemic, you can get money on the road a little bit easier. You know, with Square, you got to plug it in and
I use Square. So let's talk about it more offline. But I use Square for the law firm. I switched over about maybe 4 months ago. But you can also just you don't even need to swipe now. Or what you could do is you could download the app on your phone and just put like payment, and just put it in, and they can just put
and
it.
like a QR code.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, no, I know, but that's still a couple of steps.
Yeah. Still
And when you can
versus-
touch
versus-
phones, so
versus-
it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Apple do with that. But I mean, we get so many Amazon packages. Tesla, I'm invested in just because it be moving so quickly, and it made me a lot of money. But Disney Plus, Netflix, we wearing Nikes. I really only try to fly Delta because it's like everything else is like soul plane. Like we have to catch Southwest to like Las Vegas when we go visit my wife's family, and I just feel like, ugh, this is dirty.
Yeah, you think of shit, yo. Talk about me, yeah. Yeah, where my Hotep hat at, man?
Like, yo, this is a rat race. Y'all all running to get in line and all of this stuff. I'm like, this is just so uncouth.
Cool. Yeah. That joker crazy, yo.
Roof Chris.
Yeah, why Roof Chris? That's an interesting one. We didn't talk about it before. Why you say that one?
Man, because they got the best steak. I've been almost most of the steak, the top steak houses in the nation, and nothing makes me just, man, Roof Chris want to make you want to turn into like an R&B singer, man. You take that first bite, you ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, other ones I feel like I'm just playing for the piano player or the ambiance and all of that stuff. So I really I proposed at Roof Chris. We do birthdays, anniversaries at Roof Chris. So since I spend so much money there, again, this go to the principle of invest in what you believe in. So that's one. And I mean, you can't even survive without Uber. Uber is like $38, $40 now a share. I mean, look at how, and when you add Uber Eats in there, it's like, yeah, I don't know what I did before Uber Eats.
Yeah, I use I mean, I don't necessarily use Uber, but I'm on board with that. Like, because I mean, at the end of the day, like you can literally not have a car and be good money nowadays. You know what I'm saying? In New York, you could have been doing that, but outside of New York, it's pretty hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and ride share is preferred when you go into certain things, concerts and all of that. Now they just saying don't come because we ain't gonna have no parking for you. You better Uber or Lyft or something like that.
Yeah, I do Lyft. I like Lyft.
So them the stocks, yo, and they coming back.
You been eyeing crypto? You been paying attention to crypto or nah?
Yeah, man, I done re-upped on the look. One thing I ain't gonna be is Joel.
Where Joel at? We gonna call him Joe till he can come back.
Okay, all right. I think we said it a long time ago. Like, hey, that money that you would normally connection issues. That money that you would normally be spending and tricking off, going on dates or whatever it is that you youngsters do nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm a good bishop.
Yeah, why? Well, let me ask you this before you get into the crypto. Why you ain't investing in cricket, man?
In Cricket Wireless?
Yeah, that's your phone. So you said.
That may be a good point there, brother. Touche. I'm pulling up my crypto though, but I've been steady popping down in crypto, and when
I would show people
down, I got a bunch more. So it's interesting. Crypto.com, the coin.
Yeah.
They the people who bought the rights to the forum. What is it? The forum?
LA Forum, whatever it's called.
Yeah, where the Lakers play. So I've been snatching them up, but the crypto market was down as well. Probably there's something called Matic, Tether, TrueFi, AMP. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. So now I got a bunch of assets, but I steady been putting money in there. And I told people, when you see blood on the streets, when the market is down a whole bunch and you start seeing a whole bunch of red and people panicking, that's when you want to start doing your charting and getting in. But we ain't no financial advisor.
Yeah, we got also but people, it's hard to go against that because we normally do what everybody does, like following the herd mentality and all that type of stuff. That's literally when the most fortunes are made, is when there's blood in the streets, when you can get in That's why I was telling people a while ago, I'm not a financial advisor. I was telling people around ago, like stay liquid. Try to stay liquid too. Don't just put everything in your market. Telling people a while ago, take some money off the table.
Yeah.
Like if you because the market been going up crazy for like the last 10 years. All it seemed like if you made some money, like because it's not really made until you realize it, till you sell
Take it off the table.
Well, yeah, like take them off the table and take what you initially invested or whatever it's going to be and put it to the side. Something because you want to have these opportunities. I don't know why we think the market is supposed to just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. I think we got it's that market privilege. That's his last 10-year privilege, I think. This is not normal, folks.
Don't get greedy. You gotta have your limits and all of that stuff. That you want to go from just being good to great.
Great. Oh yeah, we going into the book. How much time we got?
New book. We doing good,
we
brother.
doing good. Yeah. We doing real good, actually.
We dropping jewels from good to great. Did it share? Can you see it?
Nope. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, there it is. I got a delay. So this the book right there, y'all. Jim Collins.
Yeah.
Real good book looking at companies that beat the stock market and a whole bunch of stuff. And he figures out that it's always a pattern. And it starts with the leadership having some vision and all of this stuff in here. We'll just say that. We won't belabor it. But it's a good book. That's one we're gonna add to our recommended.
Yeah, it's actually on it. It's actually on the list because I read this book a while ago. And I was telling the good bishop before we got on, I said I actually have to reread it because I read this, I think around the time when it first was published. I don't know what year it was, but this was years ago. And like some of that stuff, especially after running my own shop and getting a little bit more wisdom and time behind me, it's probably going to stick differently. But yeah, he talks about so everything starts with a leader. So the leader has to have the vision and the discipline. And he got introduced to they, I guess you got to say they, institute the discipline or the vision to the company to take it from good to great. He said most companies would just be happy just with being good. So he's saying like, the company that really like make breakthrough technology and all that focuses on being great. And there's a whole bunch of juice. So the disciplined people involves getting the right leader and the right team. And that's actually harder than people think. Because, we all like to be what they call it, Monday armchair quarterbacking. Like, if I was in that position,
Davis.
Yeah, like Skip Bayless. If I was in that position, I wouldn't fire 1,000 people. Involves understanding the brutal facts and create a set of core values. Like some of y'all that's super sensitive and social justice warriors, y'all not gonna like that. Creating robust culture with the right people work within the divine core values and with the appropriate freedom. So yeah, these are self-explanatory, but he breaks them down into detail. And I think one of the companies he's talking about was Keep Me Honest. It was the one that made Toy Story. He talked about that in there.
Disney.
Not Disney, the other one.
Pixar,
yeah. Did he talk about Pixar in there or I'm lying?
I think he talked about them briefly. But there's like new core. He's focused on, like, they looked at the market to see who had outperformed the market for like 8 years straight or something like that.
Yeah.
And discipline. Basically, it comes down to disciplined people, disciplined thought, and disciplined action. You got to know where you're going, and you got to be true to who you are, no matter the circumstances. And ironically, that's what me and the good Deacon trying to do here. And while we come out here and give y'all, so hit that Cash App because y'all done got stock. You done got tips on negotiating. Look out for your boys. Hopefully you thinking again about what you listen to.
Yeah. We talk about camp. Well, I guess we cultural appropriation. I was looking at the notes we got. So we do notes. We prepared for the show. We prepared for 30 minutes today, man. Y'all gotta get that Cash App.
We got Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Oh, yeah, I can't do my Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless become Russell Westbrook, yeah. So let's talk about the Lakers generally. So my hot take of the week of the new year, I think my hottest take. I think the Lakers coming out the West, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because One, I don't believe in Steph. Steph
Okay.
been playing like trash, and Steph without Steph when he gets that pressure gets on and he got to go against another guard that's nice. He be kind of disappearing, man. Not to sound like Skip Bayless.
That's what you sound like, Negro P.M. I got time to do it.
So I think Russ is gonna play a lot better the second half of the season. That's generally been his history. Like he always played trash the first half of the season. Second half of the season, people start talking about, him being MVP and all that type of stuff. If AD so my hot take is contingent on LeBron and AD staying healthy. If they're not staying healthy, then it's not gonna work. But I think nobody can stop AD in the West if he's healthy and doing all he got to be is 80% of what he was the championship year. Obviously, LeBron is basically an MVP. He would be an MVP conversation if he wasn't. Were they in ninth place or something like that now?
On a bum team.
Yeah,
I'm not a believer in AD no more, man. I thought because he was from Chicago, he had some grit, like that Derrick Rose grit in him. Yeah, y'all, he's not cut from the same cloth as typical Midwest Chicago cats, man. I can't. So, your hot take, I'm gonna remember it because I think I'm gonna be they gonna be what they call it, fishing. They going on vacation, and the reason the team that I think is sending them on vacation, and I think they in the West, even though geographically, basically it's the East. Memphis, that boy Ja Morant, hey man, he feeling himself.
Memphis is gonna put what's name out. Memphis is gonna put Golden State out.
I think they gonna put a whole bunch of people out. He feeling this. If there was a thing close to Kobe. And not even Michael Jordan, but Kobe, because he kind of cocky, arrogant with it. He know he got hops. Like he wants you to fear him. He will dunk on you and make you a highlight. Like if Russell Westbrook could shoot, they got he's a dog. And I don't know. I watched the game last night. That's why we put Russell Westbrook on there because he getting blamed. They basically what you call him.
West Brick. Yeah, that's what Skip Bayless call him.
They had 16. They was down to one of these young teams. Who is? I just had a brain freeze. Oh, they was down to Charlotte by like 20 points. They was stunting on them. They was calling them the show, dude, throwing alley-oops behind his head, and they coming and everything. And they came all the way back. They had 16 seconds left. The ball on the side. LeBron's hurt.
AD's hurt.
AD hurt per usual. He might as well become a fashion model. He be in street clothes so much. I don't believe in him no more. I feel bad that LeBron tied his future to him, man, because he don't seem to. I think he's content with this one championship. But anyway, the one thing you thinking is, all right, get a good shot. Russ did hit like 2 critical threes now in the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, Russ, stay in your lane. Y'all only down. I think they was down 1 or 2. So a 2 ties it, a 3 wins it. It's like, Russ, just don't shoot no 3. What does Russ do? He shoots a 3 and then Jesse bricks it. And it's like, yo, they gonna get on you. And you can see in Russell Westbrook's face, he don't care.
Nah, he don't care. See, that's
he put that sucker up with pride. Like he probably hollered out Steph. And they lost. Like, dang, bro.
The thing about Steph is Westbrook, like from the outside looking in anyway, it seemed like he gonna go hard no matter what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, if he's playing, he's stinking it up, he's going hard. He's doing good, he's going hard. He's in between, good, bad, ugly. You know that joke is gonna go 100 miles per hour, and that's just who he is, man. I think they can get it. I think LeBron can actually get them together, but I think AD call them street clothes. That's what Charles Barkley called them, street clothes.
Yeah, man, he's terrible.
He's on street clothes a lot, man.
Like you always heard, dude. And the injuries that you sustain, ain't nobody really hacking them, hitting them hard like no Charles.
Nah, it's a couple players that we've seen in our generation that just stay hurt that could have been like super duper great. You know, you got Grant Hill,
Mm-hmm.
one. Derrick Rose is one.
Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass. Now we got AD. AD is the new one, man. It's like if only they could stay healthy, what would the league would even be if they could stay healthy?
Yeah. But Russell don't care, man. He shot that brick with confidence. Steph,
yeah, that's a fact. He did.
it was, and didn't care. And it's like, dude, they was already riding you about 3-point percentage, and you shooting threes, and you gonna shoot a three to end it?
Yeah,
like
it
wasn't even a good three.
Yeah,
it's a dribble into it, walk into it three. Like, I'm gonna shoot this three.
I'm gonna shoot this three. Yeah, man, it's crazy. But let end the show on a somber note. I think it's gonna be somber. You say you're not familiar with this, so you should research this because you're in Atlanta and you're trying to get me to Atlanta. You know, we see we're gonna talk about that more. But the Atlanta child murder. So what I've been watching. So we talked about what we've been watching. So I don't know if you want to talk about what you've been watching first, but mine is kind of sad.
No, go there. We say emotion is good. They don't usually they don't see black men show emotions. Don't become a meme though. That's
don't
all.
become a meme.
You know, look,
I'm blaming on the salt in my eyes or something, yeah. Yeah, so Atlanta child murders. It was so I'm gonna let me give you backstory on how I came about it. I actually they did a podcast series on NPR or something like that called Atlanta Child Murder, the Atlanta Child Murderer, or whatever it was. So now I listened to that first, but HBO has the Atlanta Child Murders on there. I don't know if that's a proper title of the documentary, but it's a series. So I finally watched it. They had it up for a couple years, at least a year now. So I finally watched it. So the background, the story is, if you're not familiar with it, the Atlanta Child Murders is from 1979 to 1981. I think they were saying it was almost 30 victims, right? And most of them were they were kids. I think he got so the guy that they blamed it all on was what was his name? Wayne Williams. So they blamed all the murders on Wayne Williams, who was only 23 years old. They blamed all the murders, so all the child murders, and I think it was 2 adult murders that he did, maybe 3 on it. And what ended up happening was, so the fame, so why the documentary and the podcast series was made is because no one has ever been convicted of the child murder. So there's at least 28, I believe. So Wayne got convicted of the adults and not the children. So the parents was like, all right, y'all need to open these investigations because y'all blamed all these murders on Wayne and Wayne, and y'all just closed the books, and Wayne has never been convicted of any of the child murder. So the documentary go through the series. The documentary go to what these parents are going through now, and it's just crazy, man. It's sad. You got, I mean, even if you don't have kids, man, it's just sad, man, what these kids went through, man.
Dang.
Like they were just getting snatched up off the street, literally like in broad daylight. And they were all, but it was mostly boys. It was a couple girls that was in there. But they mostly, I think almost all of them were boys. I think it might have been 3 girls. And they were little boys, man, just, I'm about to tear up now. Like, it was crazy. Like, they just getting snatched up on the middle broad daylight, bro. Broad daylight.
That remind me, I saw something on IG. Tisha Campbell, I think that's her name. She was Gina from Martin. Said she was filming somewhere and asked them, they don't have Uber there. So she asked somebody at the front desk to call her a car. And when the car got there, it looked suspicious. And this dude was like, get in the car, you could get whatever. And she said her New York kicked in and she's like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. And then she went back in and asked somebody else. I told this person to give me a car, and they gave me this number. And the person was like, why would they give you that number? Like she was about to be kidnapped in another country, and she's on Instagram, talking about it. But that's crazy. Little boys.
Yeah, you never heard. Have you ever heard of that before? Because this was
I didn't. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna have to look at that. I did.
Yeah, I never heard of it. So it's a lot of social political commentary in there, why they blame Wayne for all the murders, and why so they were poor black boys. Let me put it like that: poor black boys and girls and young men, I guess, because we were a couple young men, and like the government the Atlanta government, they wasn't doing anything at first. It was really the parents that had to start fighting. It is a crazy story, man. Like I think everybody, it's one of them things that I think everybody should watch at least one time, just so like you understand. Like so, it goes into the legal system too. Like why does Joker in jail for all the murders? And they blamed all the murders on him, and he ain't been convicted of none of them. Then they brought the murders into his case to convict him, and he wasn't convicted. He wasn't even tried for these murders. They brought they said it was like his MO basically of how he killed these people and used the murders or all the murders. Well, 10 of the murders, I believe, to prove
him. Instead of that's like The Wire. The Wire shows that then the police could close the case. They get credit for closing the case, and they never have to go and investigate that. You need a Tim McNulty.
Yeah. So Wayne. So I think Wayne Williams. I think he did some of them for sure. He did. It's one of them ones where, so Corey Rashard Bowens put Wayne Williams. I think he did it. I think he did. So it's like 30. I believe it's 30. I'm for sure he did some of them, but there's at least 4 that I counted that I don't think he did. And one was you're not familiar at this with this also. One was this KKK member was a suspect, and all the people, the eyewitnesses described him with the scar on his face and everything. I think he killed one of the boys, and because he was the eyewitness testimony pointed towards him, he killed one of the boys. I think it was.
This is on Netflix.
I think it's on HBO. It's on HBO.
HBO. Okay. Yeah.
There's one boy where there's another one where they basically wanted somebody that's a co-defendant, what would have been a co-defendant, basically admitted to the murder, saying he saw the other dude stab one of the little boys up in the building. I think that one was and I think the little girls don't match his MO. So yeah, I'm gonna go with at least 4 that he didn't do, but it's still crazy that it's still a crazy story no matter how you chalk it up.
Okay, no, I have to check it out. We got an update too to the Negro P.I.N.G conversation. They done tagged the girl employer. The recruiter, and it's funny because my perspective of this depends on the applicant, and somebody else just updated the thread and put the same thing. I ain't gonna put his personal information out there, but he summarizes it. The way it reads is this Black recruiter was not passionate about helping Black professionals get hired and get what they deserve. That makes you a trash human being, and that's what I was saying. You needed that qualifier in there. Tell us about the candidate that you just decided that you were not going to help and that you didn't have the bandwidth. Basically, you ain't got time today.
And you know what? Reason it probably was a Black person because that's what Black people do, unfortunately.
Right. That's why. That's just the natural assumption when you read it. Like you just okay with your people being ignorant and not knowing. You ain't gonna pull their coattail, try to help make them better, and it's a lot of those trash human beings out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this out. They tagged the ladies employers who taught the lesson about negotiation. Ooh, they might be coming for that job. Folks need to stop playing themselves for likes on here. Yeah, man, that's why I don't be going back and forth with no joker anyway. And you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just not shit. I'm just not putting stuff out there for y'all anyway, because y'all mad sensitive.
But clearly from the thread that went one of two ways. You know, we saw 2 perspectives. I kind of understand, and like I understand, and oh well, you should know better. And then 2, nah, you a trash human being. And
I'm trying to cut and paste this link so we can see it, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm saying that might be I'm leaning more towards a trash human being the way you came on the thread and said I ain't got time, and then you use a Negro P.I.N.G word, bandwidth. Basically, I use that too. That's what I had to tell my clients. I ain't got the bandwidth for this because my manager told me stop saying you ain't got time for something. I'm like, that's true. You're a non-priority right now. But bandwidth is a polite Negropean way of saying I don't have time for it. So I already made the assumption, but I'm glad somebody else saw it the same way I did. Like, it reads like you did your people like this. That's the qualifier that you needed in there. If you were saying it wasn't your people's, then all right. But that's why we say all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Slavery did a number on us.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just got mixed feelings about it. But you know, I'm a Negropean, so you know, I'm gonna own the Negropean status. I got mixed feelings about it, man.
I know you on a cat. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
We'll close on your mixed feelings.
She could have gave less without mentioning it. Yeah, I think Corey right. She could have. So I'm gonna just read this thing for the people that will listen to this. She could have gave us a lesson without mentioning what she did. Maybe just advise folks to negotiate without the antidote. I think that's what she could have did. But obviously she posting for the likes. We all posting for
and
the
it
likes.
was negative. I ain't got time today. How about I just help somebody? Like what we was talking about. I just help somebody get $50,000 more. Here's the lesson here. Not. Yeah, I ain't giving you no. Yeah,
the tweet was trash. The tweet was
trash.
The tweet was trash. But again, people have to. I think we discussed this before. We discussed this about one of our mutual. He's not a. Well, I ain't gonna say because I ain't gonna get too many details. But you're gonna know who I'm talking about. But he was like, "Yo, bro, that's not you." You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop posting for. We all posting for the likes. That's the only reason we posting for, right? We posting for the likes. We posting for the views because there's no reason for any of us to post anything.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we could think again on that topic, but
let's think again. Let's put the button on it. So the reason I'm saying, like, there's no reason for us to be on Facebook or social media, but to be interacting. There's no reason for us to be on these and posting these stuff, but for the reaction, right? Whether it's positive, negative, or whatever. Like we want some type of reaction, or we would just keep it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Yeah, like we want whether it's positive, negative, we want the reaction. We want to keep it to ourselves. So she got caught up in trying to go chase the likes. And I be telling people all the time, like, yo, bro, like it's not that serious. Like, so when I post something, rarely do
here's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
He would have got more likes with a positive message. Why you put that negative energy out there? How about you just help somebody and you told them? Ain't nobody gonna tag your employer good looking out. You would have got more likes from that than being, but sometimes we just want to be that Jesse that's negative.
But negativity do go far though. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I know.
Really?
Yeah.
But what's the implications behind it? Now that they tagging your employer.
Yeah. The negativity, and that's why you got yourself in trouble. So the negativity definitely go further than the positive stuff. Because I'm a mad scientist. I've been doing the data on you, Jesse, for a minute. Like if I post something positive, I get no likes, bro.
So that means you stop posting positive?
Nah, I don't.
All right, then. You just said we gotta be who we are.
But what I'm saying though, in contrast to when I post something negative or provocative, yo, that joint go crazy. And I'm just like, yo, so what? Oh, I'm gonna end with this story because we got 2 minutes left. So Professor Crooms, the great Professor Crooms from Howard Law School. This is a funny story. I think I might have told it. I definitely didn't tell it on the podcast. So she shared something about this was a New York Times article. She said something about Black women losing weight and how it relates to health and all that, right? She got all these like the thick and what it means to our coach. She got all these likes and reshares and way to go, sis, and all that type of stuff. I literally shared the same post without any commentary. I didn't put anything. I just shared the post. Yo, they was like, why you coming at Black women? I'm like, yo, it's so the messenger matters. And along with the messenger might actually be more important than the message. I guess the messenger might actually be more important than the message. Maybe that's why they're getting that Joe Rogan like that. But the point being is that
30 seconds. Call like prayer too when you get finished.
Yeah, no, so it's just interesting, like, yo, like people just went crazy and they automatically thought I was posting it for negativity. Really was just posting for information. But it was interesting that when she posted it was all, I'm glad sis somebody said this and blah posted about this. When I posted it, yo, you hate Black women, and I'm like, yo, it's the same exact. I didn't put no commentary on it, bro. I just literally just liked and shared it. But that just goes with. Go ahead, man. Take us out, man.
I'm gonna let you pray. You done talk this past him. Come on, quick.
All right, quick. All right, thank you, Lord, for allowing us to go live. Thank you for this technology. Thank you for the food, the nourishment, the words of wisdom, and everything that comes with being alive. Thank the good bishop for finally getting on and getting his cricket together. Thank you for allowing me to have this laptop to go live because I'm not in the office today. In your name, in Jesus' name, amen. Peace.
This Jesse said the food and the nourishment.